Hi 2F, welcome to the word study video for Sort 11, More Compound Words. Now last week you had some that had words like snow and down and things like that. This week we have some other words that are in common with these compound words, and you have six categories. So I'm going to ask you to spread it out over 2 notebook pages. So over here, so open up to a kind of a spread like this. And then I'm going to ask you to put sort 11 over here. And then the date over here. So whatever the date is, right? Today's date. So that'll give us lots of room to write our sort over the 2 pages. So the first words are going to be all words that have some. So our anchor word is somebody. And you can underline that, and let's go ahead and box that in. Words that have some. Next, right next to that, I'm going to put himself. These are all reflexive pronouns that have the word self in them. There's a lot of them in English. Himself, herself, myself, yourself. So that's a good one to know. And then we have thing. Every thing is our key word. And let's go ahead and underline the thing. And those are the 3 on that page. And I'm going to keep going over here to my next page. These are any words that have one. So any one, you can box that one in. And out, with, out, like that. And lastly, inside. So these are compound words with side. And you can figure out compound words again are 2 words, but no space between them. They're one word, but they're built with 2 actual words. Okay, so let's go ahead and do our first ones with some. We have some thing. We have sometime. So these are good words even in stories. If you say we heard something suddenly, then that would be a good story word. Or sometime, we should go to the mall sometime. That means like sometime, not a time that you've actually decided, but it's something that's in the future. Another word with some is somehow. So we might be able to do that somehow. We're not sure how we're going to do it. Someone. So we always start with that sight word some, which is kind of a weird looking word, S-O-M-E. It's an oddball word. So it's good to know that that's how we spell it on its own, and then we can add all these words onto it. And then somewhere. And I think those are all the ones with some, okay? Now I'm gonna go ahead and, actually I'm gonna make a little line here. Now we're gonna do all the ones that have self. So itself, you might say something like, ooh, that machine turned on by itself, or I can do it all by itself, like it's on its own, itself. Then we have yourself, and we have herself, and we have, myself. And the only one that's a little tricky is when it's more than one person, themselves. And you need to, with a word ends with a consonant and an F, when you make it in plural or with it sound ending with an S, you have to take off the F and put a V-E-S. So that one's a little bit tricky, themselves. And I think I've got them all, so I'm gonna keep going here. Now we had everything. So all the ones that have thing, we have again, from the some, we also have it over here, something. Can go in this one too. Nothing, which is kind of a funny word. If you look at it, it really says like no thing, but obviously we know it's pronounced nothing, but it basically means that there's no thing there. It's nothing. And anything. So if that's just, without just saying exactly what, it just is anything. And I think that is the last one with thing. Okay, now we're going to move on to one. So we have everyone. You know, everyone is involved. It's all the people. We have someone again. Another one that fits in both. Did we get them all? Yeah, I guess we got them all. Okay, so just a couple on the one. without. So we have a bunch of words that can be with the out. So we have outside, which is the opposite of inside, which I guess you guys don't have on there. Beside means like next to. You sit beside someone, you sit to the side of them. We have throughout. This is a kind of a different word. First of all, this word through is kind of hard to spell, so be careful. Through. It has that GH we don't hear. And out. Throughout. And check out. The checkout is like if you go at a store and you're going to check out, you go to the checkout area, kind of where the cash registers are. Throughout means if it goes all the way through. Like if I say, oh, there are lots of ghosts throughout this story, like from the beginning to the end of the story, we would have ghosts, maybe characters. Okay, and I think those are all our out words. Then we have words with side. So we have, let's see here. Oh yeah, we did have side. Sorry, I'm looking outside. Well, I guess we need to write outside again. So it has the side. And sorry, I guess I messed this up. Sorry, guys. Beside should go over here. I was thinking about the side and I got confused. So this was my mistake. We'll put it over here, beside. Trying to go too fast here. Sideways. If something is sideways, that means it's on its side. So you could maybe put something sideways if you turned it to its one side. And I think we got it. Boy, hopefully you guys will, if I made another mistake on there, you'll figure it out. But hopefully you have all your words written in your 6 categories. And make sure you do if you need to double check it with your cards. But I think we should have all the words written, some of them in a couple of categories. Okay, good job.